From the ongoing public hearing on constitutional review to actual reforms, every step matters for Nigerians' future. Ensuring transparency in this reform is crucial for credible election. On Monday, 30th June 2025, Nigerian Situation Room, through the convener YC and the Secretariat Black, in conjunction with leading civil society organizations across Nigeria, set the credibility threshold for 2027 election. A good news. Following a comprehensive evaluation of the conduct and credibility of 2023 elections, the Situation Room has issued a credibility threshold that outlines non-negotiable minimum actions required from all electoral stakeholders to ensure that 2027 general election is free, fair, inclusive, peaceful, and technologically secure. 7 guiding principles were reached in the credibility threshold. The first is independency and impartiality. All electoral institutions must operate free from political, financial, and sectorial influence. Transparency and accountability. Electoral decision, process, data, finance must be subject to public and legislative scrutiny. Inclusivity and equity. Every Nigerian, especially women, persons with disabilities, marginalized communities, must enjoy equal rights to participate in the election. Rule of law and due process. All electoral stakeholders must operate within framework of Nigerian Constitution, the Electoral Act of 2022, and applicable international standards must be followed. Technology and cybersecurity. Digital innovation must enhance, not compromise, electoral integrity, data security, and public trust. Sustainability and cost effectiveness. Elections should be delivered in an environment that is sustainable and physically in a prudent manner. Civil dialogue and information integrity. Democratic space must protect freedom of expression, promote factual and responsible public discourse. Then on INEC institutional integrity, the Situation Room laid out minimum expectation from INEC. Reform of INEC appointment. The credibility of Nigerian election is undermined when appointment of INEC leadership is influenced by partisanship, nepotism, or lack of transparency. This practice damages public confidence in electoral process and casts doubt on neutrality of electoral officials. In view of this, the Situation Room expects that appointment of INEC chairman, national commissioner, resident electoral commissioners must fully comply with Nigerian Constitution and reflect global best practice that promotes neutrality and competence. As specified in the Constitution, the INEC chairman must be non-partisan, of unquestionable integrity, at least 40 years of age. National commissioners, RECs, must at least 35 years of age and similarly demonstrate non-partisan and competence. Key criteria for appointment. Merit-based selection in accordance with Section 153 and 154 of the 1999 Constitution. Political neutrality. Nominees must not have held partisan political office or party membership within 10 years prior to nomination. Disclosure of interest. Nominee must publicly declare ties to politically exposed persons and disclose assets. Professional experience. In professional experience, minimum of 15 years for chairman, 10 years for commissioners and recs in relevant professional field. Senate oversight. Open, and televised Senate confirmation hearing within 14 days public petition window and written justification for all decisions. Expectation from National Assembly: conduct rigorous and impartial screening to ensure nominees are neutral and competent. Issue clear guidelines for submissions and handling of public petition regarding nominees. Ensure that petitions are thoroughly investigated and nominees are subjected to meaningful public scrutiny before confirmation. Strengthening the electoral legal framework. On strengthening the electoral legal framework, the Situation Rooms identify 3 major deficiencies in Nigerian current electoral legal environment. The first one is legislative gap. Despite progressive reform, critical aspects such as campaign finance limits, electoral technology regulation, result transmission remain inadequately addressed. The second one is weak compliance. Electoral stakeholders frequently violate existing legal provisions with little or no consequence. Poor enforcement. Implementations of these laws is often inconsistent, selectively implemented, enabling impunity and undermining electoral integrity. Situation Room recommends that all constitutional amendments, all reforms of electoral acts must be concluded not later than 12 months before election dates, in line with international standards and judicial precedents. Legal clarity and enforcement. There is a need to address all loopholes in result transmission procedures, campaign finance ceiling, mandatory disclosure, accreditation, deployment of electoral technology. Stay tuned as MANDATE4 will continue to reel out daily the requirements or the credibility threshold reached by civil society organizations. I am Dr.